This town certainly has changed, and not at all for the better.
And good evening. Sorry for the somewhat long introduction. I was finishing dinner and figured I should get that all done before I actually got on camera. And yeah, so I was chatting with someone today, watching another streamer, and their supposed information is that the bulk of any nerfing will be in the section of the game that we affectionately refer to as death by cutscene, to address said sentiment. Which means that's pretty much all the 2.x content, which means we have to get through all the 2.x and death by cutscene content to have experienced it before it's nerfed, which was the whole goal of doing this, before the patch, which isn't that far away. It would be now if it wasn't for the pandemic. So we're going to stream a little bit more regularly. I'm going to take a break from my PlayStation for a while and try to get through this. And then once we make it to Heaven's Sword, then we'll go back to just a nice, casual Sunday morning MSQ. And if I end up streaming the rest of the week or find a good other time that's a good time to stream, it'll be different games. Because we don't need to rush Heaven's Sword to Shadowbringers. We can take our time. But we have a deadline. So, if we recall, last time we were on the search for a corrupted crystal to attach to the Enterprise that we finally found, so we can get through Garuda's wind-aspected Tempest. The first corrupted crystal we found was wind-aspected, which would have the opposite effect that we wanted. And now we are in Alport we've been talking to this scholar up here, trying to get our hands on a new corrupted crystal that would be of the better element affiliation. And apparently there's some spooky things happening over on the Isle of Umbra, and the fact that it's foggy when we log in just it's going to make it all the more cooler. And it sounds like Pharos Sirius might be haunted, so we're going to go over and check that out, and because she's too scared to go with us. So we're about to head over there and find out what's what. And I realize as I'm sitting here talking, I probably should have checked to make sure that my volume does sound like it's picking things up. Okay. So off we go. And we were going to speak with the ferry skipper. Not that ferry skipper, but that ferry skipper. See, I can purchase passage to the Isle of Umbra. I wonder what he says if I try to purchase passage to the Isle of Umbra. When right now, that's part of my story. I'd offer to ferry you or the Isle of Umbra, but access is prohibited at the moment. What about the other ones? I can go to Limsa. This is the ferry for Limsa. You coming or what? No. And Candlekeep Key. The ferry is bound for Candlekeep Key. Will you be traveling with us? No. And shout out to Kazjem for teaching me how to pronounce key. Ha! Take me to the Isle of Umbra, he bids, as if it's as simple as, oh, I see, you've got to rid a passage. All right then, climb aboard. Spoopy time. And I may slouch a little bit. I've been in this chair all flippin' day, but we're gonna just keep at it. Oh, of course, there's side quests here. Oh, there she is. This doesn't seem all that bad. I'm not saying I'd like to build a summer home here, but name that movie. I remember that. I did it the first time. It was great. Oh, the hell's with this. Take your pot and go on without me. You've harvested corrupted crystals before, right? So if it isn't as though you require my assistance, speak to the man guarding the gate. I'm sure he'll let you in. Now, if you'll please excuse me. But the trees are really lovely. Beg your pardon, sir, but how did you come here? Access to this island is currently restricted. I've got this pot, and I gotta put a crystal in it. An old pot? I'm not sure I follow. Oh, I see. You wish to harvest a corrupted crystal. Sorry, friend, but you may have to return empty-handed. I could take some pants with me. I'll take gold instead. 49! The Writ Master Mimidoa gave you may grant access to the island, but only authorized personnel may proceed past this point. Why, you ask? Look up and see for yourself. I can't. I don't see much. When that giant mass of crystals struck the lighthouse, it caused severe damage to both the structure and the machinery within that once powered the beacon. Aye, contrary to what the small folk would have you believe, the fires of Pharos Sirius were not the product of a mage's thaumaturgy or a colossal arcane bomb, but an elaborate contraption fueled by ethereal energy. Repairs are still ongoing, but it's anyone's guess when they'll be complete. What's worse, all work has ceased since rumors of the Walking Dead drove off our entire crew. Not that those rumors were incorrect. I've observed the fiends from a distance, at the ship graveyard to the south. What's drawn them to our shores is still a mystery, though. I'll make you a deal, Gale. Help me unravel this mystery, and I'll bring you your corrupted crystal. In fact, I shall begin searching for one that satisfies your requirements. As for where to begin your inquiries into the situation, it so happens that a party of 3 adventurers came ashore not long ago, seeking to scavenge valuable trinkets at the ship graveyard. I'd be surprised if they knew nothing of the undead infestation, so it might behoove you to question them. Okie day. Spirits! Wandering spirits all over the island. God, to do some... in the name of the 12, be gone! They're not going. Where are they? I don't know what I'm going to... Oh, an adventure. Thank the 12. I need some help here. The dead aren't resting so easy about these parts. How we're supposed to repair the lighthouse with all this roguery about is beyond me. Slay dead man's moans. I'd rather not do it as part of the fate. You saw him too, right? Dead people, just shambling about without a care in the world, except when they do seem to care, that is, and start shuffling towards the water. Well, I'm certainly up a creek without an oar. Easy coin, they'd say. Waltz right in, grab the washed-up goods, then be on my way. Everyone'll think you a ghost. Bah, might have worked except for the real Walking Dead spirits about. 'Tis a shame, but ain't nothing worth rousing the wrath of them skeletons. All that booty up for grabs, but I got nothing to grab but a ladle. What? A man's gotta eat while he waits for restless spirits to go wandering elsewhere. You look hungry yourself. Fancy some of this here chowder? Made it myself. Had nothing to season it with but salt, though, so it's on the bland side. While I tend it, why don't you go to the graveyard right quick and bring back some spices? I saw some nice-looking Far Eastern stuff before I had to scarp her out on account of a phantom. Gods, that voice, that single fleeting voice, I can still hear it. Stay clear of the southern shore, friend. It took every ounce of my strength to resist. Oh, now I remember. No, we're not going into Pharos Sirius. We just are going to have a duty. Gale was right. Ixal for the taking. 5 bleeding years worth of wrecks in their cargo. But those queer dead things. That voice. Actually, that voice was quite nice. This bottle is empty. Warned a moment ago. Just something suspicious going on. Oh look, I spy an adventurer. How do you do, sir, adventurer? You know that big old lot of sand behind me? Them's the ship graveyard. Currents bring 'em all those wrecked ships and whatever's in their holds too. Cask of wine, rum, mead, brandy wine, that'd be for the captain. And I'm kind of a captain. You look real enough. A lot of 'em aren't, you know, those what visit me. Wouldn't mind, except some of 'em are unkind. I need a drink. Here now, take this bottle and fill it with something from over there. Well, we'll see about clearing those if I get far enough. And don't fight any others. There we go. That's what I can kill. Chocobo! do, 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 do. Maybe I should turn the music on. Because there hasn't been a lot to play while I'm running around. It'll be different when we get to other zones. Or when we get to, yeah, other zones. Guess what you do to him? You should bring him some elixirs. No. Look here, bird. Fill the wine bottle. Kill the ghost. Tain't fair with rules changing all the time. I was a good looter, I tells ye. Now suddenly the job comish with ghosts. The bottle contains a briny vintage found in tons recovered from the sea. Looky here, that's a full bottle. I had one of those around before. I think something happened to it. Thanks. You're the best apparition I ever seen. Supposed to be other cargo too, chest full of electrum bars and the like for trading with East and Moresh or something. Me, I'll take the wine. That smells like rotten eggs. I'm not drinking that. What a waste, all that wine and mead. Beer too, mustn't forget the beer. And the brandywine for the captain. You got him? Chowder coming along nice like. I could always cook a fine chowder. A blend of exotic spices imported from well beyond the Sea of Jade. Ha! See what I tell you? Knew they were there. I did. I'll just toss them right in this, and this'll be a meal fit for an Oh, it smells like my feet. How long's that spice been left in the graveyard anyway? Oh, I got no supper neither. I told him it was a bad idea. Easy money, they said. Sure, will be, for the folk on this island. I'll have to pay him for more popados and cream. I'll just take the money. You really got rid of all those moanin' sods, didn't ye? They're restin' better now, I'll war it, whining sons of trolls. There's been one thing or another around these parts. Ships gutting themselves on reefs, reliable hands disappearing. This used to be a nice little spot, you know? Now the lighthouse busted and we have things like this happening thrice a moon or worse. Running into the pole's not gonna get me anywhere. This talk in an alluring voice is disturbingly familiar, as if... But that's impossible. They're all dead, aren't they? But if they have returned, that would mean... Oh, beg your pardon, I was just, thinking about something. Which reminds me, I received word that Master Mimidoa would be arriving any moment. Apparently he grew tired of waiting for the lanky young lad with the 1,000-yalm stare to return, which I'm assuming is you. I don't know what sort of arrangement you had, but you should probably go and explain yourself. What's been keeping you, initiate? I ain't getting any younger, you know. Yeah? Some honey-voiced harlot's been calling out to folk what wander near the ship graveyard, and it stirred up the dead and all? Bloody hells, this takes me back to my days as a cannon boy, sailing under old Mistbeard. But they wouldn't dare, would they? Not after the lesson we learned 'em last time. Bah, they bloody would, though, wouldn't they, brazen old biddies? Some folks said as the first purge would be the last, but I knew deep down in my bones this day would come, and come it has. Aye, I'd bet me bum ear a siren's behind all this. Nay, not one of the sanguine variety, initiate. I speak of the other kind. Them's what got feathers and lure sailors to a watery grave with their sweet, sweet song. Ah, but it don't end there. No, drowns us the start. See, even in death, a man stays bound to the beast, forced to do her biddin' till his corpse can't do it no more. 'Tis a fate I wouldn't wish on me worst enemy, except maybe in drink, and I'd regret it after that. Any road, 'tis up to us to stop this Hellsborn's hussy before she takes another soul. Of course, we can't send you marching off to war without these. The siren don't have no power over a man as can't hear her song. 'Tis lucky for you I carry a spare pair, and lucky for the both of us I'm a superstitious old sod, eh? Well, she ain't coming to us, so we'd best head to her. To the ship graveyard, initiate. I'm loving my light, but it is quite bright, and doesn't do anything to stop my eye-watering issue. Because apparently I'm allergic to streaming. If she passes near the shore, she's sure to spy the campfire and come looking. Just a matter of waiting now. I'm waiting. I'm going to wonder if some sly bugger ain't spun us a yarn here. Quiet. Do you hear that? 'Tis her. Look! Out of the water! She's come, Nishiat! She's come! Quick, lad! Shove 'em plugs in your ears and get ready for a fight! Soon as she realizes you're deaf to her ditty, she'll call in all thralls, and we'll be up to our necks in corpses afore you know it! Gale, put the things in your ears. Hither, embrace mine everything, all. True love spurned, his cruelty's reward. Next. Oh, does that heal them? Nice. Next. I think I'm a little OP for this. What do you think? Where are you going, Bubble? No. Nope. I remember that being a lot harder when I wasn't overpowered. And an Arcanist. Well, I would have been a summoner at that point. Am I alright? Ha! I'm better than that, Initiate. Happy as a sailor in a whorehouse I am, 'cause I'd be happy as a sailor with 2 whatsits if we'd gutted the songstress, but you can't have anything, right? She'll not come crooning around here again, though, not for a while. Any road, and if she does, well, we know what to do, don't we? Thanks for the help, bugger me, I've clear forgot your name. Remind me. Gale? Don't recall having no initiate by that name, but if you're not me, old mate, what's name? Why have you been so bloody helpful? Never mind. Be seeing, lad. Can I have my corrupted crystal now? You mean it was a siren? But how were you able to resist her song? I see. I had heard that Master Mimidoa was involved in the first purge, but I never actually... Having survived an ordeal like that, I can't blame him for carrying earplugs around with him. Anyway, I have something for you. The corrupted crystal you wanted, safely sealed within the pot just as you requested. Please, take it with my compliments. Can we go slay a primal now? Please? Oh, it's you. Welcome back, Gale. You look remarkably hale, I might say. She rhymed. She didn't mean to. And more importantly, alive! You are alive, aren't you? Aha! The conquering hero returns bearing a gift. Might I have a closer look? Impressive. Very impressive indeed. Yes, I think you'll be quite pleased with this specimen. Congratulations, Gale. Seldom if I ever have encountered a corrupted crystal composed of such a volatile overabundance of fire-aspected aether. What? You wanted a corrupted crystal composed of ice-aspected aether to counteract the effects of a raging wind? Ah, haha. Oh, well, this specimen won't help you there. Anyone who knows anything about the elements could tell you that. You'll just have to keep looking, I suppose. "43. Don't fret now. I know exactly where to find a corrupted crystal comprised of ice aether, aspected aether. An associate of mine in Gridania has been studying the effects of one such crystal on living beings. Huh? What's with the expression? I thought you would be pleased to hear this news. This is not another wild dodo chase, I assure you. And whatever better is that this time you needn't use the warded pot of yours to protect yourself from the crystal's energies. Heden's findings suggest that it is quite safe. Why, you ask? Well, let's just say it has undergone a unique process that has rendered such precautions unnecessary. Anyway, do not let me keep you. It has been a pleasure, Gale. Come back and see me sometime, all right? Okay. I'm sorry, but our princess is in another castle. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Fairheart, I presume? Skena informed me of your adventures in Ailport. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Though, as Professor Lambertet is fond of saying, no action taken in the name of science is ever truly wasted. To the matter at hand. Corrupted crystals possessing the properties you seek could be found in abundance in the standing courses following the calamity. Alas, that is no longer the case, and while there is at least one suitable crystal there that remains to be found within the Twelveswood, precisely where it is at any given moment is more difficult to say. Permit me to explain. You are familiar with Spriggins, yes? The furry little rascals that are wont to seek ores and other stones? Well, one such creature was an infamously insatiable appetite. One such creature with an infamously insatiable appetite has single-handedly devoured every corrupted crystal in the Twelveswood. Fortunately for you, these crystals take an eternity to digest, assuming they even can be digested, and I'm reasonably confident that one still resides within his gut. It's quite fascinating, really. My theory is that this Giggity first consumed a corrupted crystal when... You could care less about this, could you? To the point, then. Giggity has grown so ravenous that even its fellow Spriggins now fear for their safety. Some have gone so far as to petition the other inhabitants of the Twelveswood for succor. In fact, the other day I heard a Spriggin had been spotted in the vicinity of Little Solace. I propose that you find this wayward creature and use him to track down and slay Giggity. I can think of no better method to locate the rampaging beast. Can you? A fellow green thumb asked me to pick up 2 things in Gardania, sweet rose perfume and a good adventure. The perfume, though it took some doing, we botanists do tend to be miserly with our sweet roses, and as for the adventure, hello, handsome. Well, that completes the shopping list. Adventure, would you mind taking this perfume and yourself to Gellerond at Little Solace? Well, I just happened to be going that way, so sure. Of course. The last time we were here, we were delivering Neuroxia's body. Hello there, you're an adventurer. Say, you don't happen to have some sweet rose perfume, do you? A fragrant mist created by collecting the essential oil of Azima roses via an arduous distillation process. Selene's a good one, all right, both the perfume and the adventurer. She knows how to get things done, that woman. So what do you need? My master sent me to these parts to bring back the seeds of the Sylvan Lily, but look, it's really difficult to find something in a place you don't even know. So I thought I'd go to the Sylphs. First I'd ask Selene what gift I should get, and since I couldn't find any of that sweet rose stuff, I asked Selene to get me some. And then I thought how much better it would be to have an envoy. You know, someone not me, talk to the Sylphs. I mean, they're very strange. So I asked Selene to find me a good adventurer. Look, I'm doing the best I can here. Yes, I could be doing it myself, but then Master probably wouldn't get his seeds. So will you please give the perfume to the Sylphs and find out where the lily seeds are? That's all. And when you're done with that, could you collect the seeds and deliver them to Master Botanist Kane at the Sanctum of the 12? That's all. I'll ask Selene to do the rest. Gathering one does not observe common courtesies. This one's then gathering one must learn manners. This one likes the scent of the sweet rose. The bottle makes a scented mist this one also likes. Walking one brings good gifts. Walking one seeks seeds of Sylvan Lily. Walking one shall find it in Lark's Call if lucky and looking at the ground. This one warns Walking One. Lark's Call is full of touched ones. Touched ones not kind like these ones. Walking One will be careful, yes? This one is pleased to see Walking One. Has time come for this one to wreak furious vengeance upon the Imperial ones? Oh, so Walking One seeks furry ones. This one just saw Furry One wandering about, was very worried for Furry One's safety. Furry One came to Little Solace in search of helpful ones, asked these ones for aid and succor. But these ones could not do what Furry One asked, so Furry One went elsewhere, went north into Lark's Call. This one tried to warn Furry One, but Furry One would not listen. Many vile ones lurked to the north and touched ones too. Alright, actually, before I head into Lark's Call, I'm going to go grab some water, so I will be right back. I should say that again with my mic down. Back with water. A word, if you will. The lands beyond this point belong to the sylphs. Unlike the gentle souls in Little Solace, the vicious woodland sprites out there will slaughter any outsider that dares cross their borders. You're free to travel where you please, but know that none will come to your rescue should you stride blithely into the jaws of danger. Walking ones should not go further down this path. Those ones who summoned the primal one will do hurtful things to walking ones who enter those ones' territory. It's okay. I got it. I am 9 levels above them, but they seem to be high aggro. So we'll just kill them. Ooh, hunt marks. No cure. No cure! Yeah, I didn't think I'd be that lucky. No paralyze. No paralyze. We're not gonna have any of that. Still need to do 2 more zizzes, but we'll go save Tiggy first. Ah! I fell. Oh crap. Come on. Oh, come on. Let me hack something here. And then Shadow just goes around the other way. Tiggy great Sylph. Sylph bad Sylph. Friend save Tiggy. Friend! Tiggy go back. Back to good Sylph. Okay, let's kill a couple more Zizzes and then we'll head back to this way. What's the plural of Ziz? Zizzes? Or is Ziz singular and plural? Like fish? Anyone more? Okay. That's more like it. It's just that I wonder if my light's causing glare on the game, but no, I'm not displaying a picture of my monitor. I'm sharing what's... No, no. Giggity hungry, always hungry, hungry! Tiggy run far away, away! Walking One is ever most helpful one. Furry One Tiggy spoke highly of Walking One's bravery, but this one wonders why Walking One first sought to find Furry Ones. Walking One seeks Furry One Giggity. Even these ones have heard tell of Hungry One. Furry One Tiggy asked these ones to hunt Hungry One, but these ones have no means to do so. Furry Ones crave ore, yes, but Hungry One is clever and cautious. If Walking One wishes to catch Hungry One, Walking One must use very rare, very special ore. This one knows little and less of ore, but Walking One Marin at Sanctum of Twelves knows much. Walking One should seek aid of Goldsmithing One. Well, it just so happens I have to go turn these seeds in at the Sanctum of the 12. You know, some people say don't bother with the side quests when you're doing the main story. You can go back and do them later, but A, if you're trying to get the immersion and get all the flavor at the same time, as we are doing here, that certainly helps it because they're relevant. And two, I feel like you don't have to do as much running back and forth because they go in tandem with where MSQ is sending you. Case in point. What I tended to do on my main on my main account was I would have 2 classes going, especially because at that point you could hit actually the level caps. And so I do main story stuff on my main class and switch over and get the XP from the side quests on my secondary class. But still more or less do them at the same time. That is so not where I need to go. Greetings and be welcome to the sanctum. I am here to serve those couples who would be joined body and soul in the ceremony of eternal bonding. Yeah. If you're planning to hold a ceremony of eternal bonding here at the sanctum, I can furnish you with assorted items to make your special day as special as can be. Yeah, we're not getting married. I don't think Raken will ever do this either. Where is this side quest? Oh, down there. Always a bridesmaid, never a bride. The sanctum feels so very sanctified, don't you find? A very good friend of mine, practically sisters we are, is to be joined to her beloved here, and I've been invited. It is such an honor. You ought to see her in her trousseau. But I digress. So easy to do that about dresses, don't you find? Especially about Mercidian samite and this wonderfully fine lace made by tiny Lalafelian children. There I go again. I meant to ask you about wind sprites, do pardon me. Well, not really wind sprites as much as their core. I need 4 of them. Why? Oh, I can't tell you, not until you get them. Secrets are so much fun, don't you find? Yes, what is it? Oh, you wish to lure out a rampaging Spriggin with a rare ore? I have an idea, although it was a bit unorthodox and convoluted. A chert golem was recently sighted near the gates to the Sylphlands. Who created it and why it was left free to roam is anyone's guess. In any case, the construct's presence is profoundly serendipitous, for the soul stone of a chert golem is created by enchanting a chunk of true heart ore. True heart, in case you are unaware, is an exceedingly rare ore, one which Giggity has most certainly never tasted and will therefore be unable to resist. So all you need is search for the golem, slay it, claim its heart, use it to bait the Spriggin. Oh, and do remember to rub the soul stone against a sufficiently large concentration of amber, say amberscale rock and central shroud. Short of petitioning a mage versed in golem magics, that is the only way I know to dispel the enchantments woven into a true heart. Huh? Why are you looking at me like that? I had relations with a thaumaturge once, if you must know. Good. All I need is a bed of sylvan lilies there. A tiny black seed gathered from a sylvan lily found growing in the black shroud. These are seeds of the sylvan lily. How did you know? Ah, I see. Jewelerand had you do all the work, did he? Out of these seeds will come white flowers, the tint of pure light without even a hint of color. That is what faith is, you see. There are 12 hues, 12 paths to travel to a place where all walls fall and all hues become as one. But I'm a botanist, would be a poor gardener that has but one hue. I hope you will take respite here and see the beauty we have wrought. Not really. You gonna send me back? Once when I was doing some work in the Erd Garden, a goldsmith was there installing new veins on the whirligig. We had got to talking, and do you know what she said? She wed me, the minx. Do you know what she did, not said. The 12 given mysterious ways, and these gardens have seen their share of lovers. I can spot them quite easily. Why, there was just one now, head over heels, yet tongue-tied. Youth is wasted on the young. Well, I must have been such a clod as that once, though I refuse to believe it in my heart. We must stand together, we clods in love. May I ask you to slip him a bouquet of my special Azima roses? If I can find him, sure. There he is. Nervy nipper. We are 2 souls inhabiting one body and... Wait, that's not right. Oh no, I should have learned to talk. I should have... A stunning bouquet of roses named after Azima, the warden. No thanks, I'm taken. Oh, a delivery from a friend of the happy couple. This is beautiful, and it smells so good. Thank you. Really, thank you. I don't need a speech. I'm just going to give her these roses and tell her the truth. I spent the morning at the sanctum pledging my love for her before the 12. Oops. We'll check in on that after we go get these cores. So I don't, because I gotta go back and drop them off here anyway. No, I gotta go all the way to Lark's Call to get the cores. Never mind. Went well, did it? Everyone needs a little help sometimes. We who work in the garden know that better than most. The great oaks, the tender seedling, exotics, and the commonplace, they all need care. Even you, adventurer. Alright, now we can go back to Lark's Call. Find the Chert Golem and slay wind sprites. Pretty sure you can only come out of Lark's Call this way. You can't go into it. Not that way. No, that one. Thank you. We'll take the back way out. Oh no, marbles! Sorry, Shadow. I sacrificed you for the marble. Sorry again, Shadow. Low level tainted ones. There will be no paralyzing going on, thank you very much. Oops. Oh, maybe I could have gone that way. That'd be why they're lower level. I don't know what she said. Thank you ever so much. Should I tell you my little secret? Well, since you've been so helpful, I'm going to use these when it's time to throw the rose petals. It will be quite the flower storm, to be sure. 4 is too many? Are you sure? Well, I suppose I should try it beforehand, perhaps on my own estate. It is the social event of the season. Okay. Oh, Central Shroud. Why was I thinking Central Thanalan? Where am I? Yeah, we'll hop, skip, and a jump over there. Tiggy, fellow friend, friend, friend! The magic-imbued heart of a chert golem. Ore, shiny ore. Ore! Tiki ore? Ah, giggity ore. Friend, stop giggity. Giggity, giddy, giddy, giddy. I can't do that and not think of... Yeah. Giggity is home. Tiggy is afraid. Friend, come home. Friend, stop giggity. No. Gotta take the bridge. Let me kill the crater golem first. This bright blood-colored ore is thought to be a symbol of loyalty and honesty. Well, I'm gonna feed it to a giant Spriggin. Crystal bear? I'm the crystal bearer! Oh. Did I finally finish the thing I was working on? Mikote. I think tomorrow I might get up and do yoga. Take my time. Please be the right type of crystal. Pray do not sneak up on me like that. I wouldn't ghost in what is that? What is that god's awful smell? Well, it came out of his stomach. This particular sample happens to be covered in Spriggin offal. My word, that is breathtakingly beautiful crystal. I see my supposition was not mistaken. Ugh, and I see you weren't averse to digging through the Spriggin's entrails for your prize. We owe our furry friend a debt of gratitude, you know. This thick coating of digestive juices is protecting us from the harmful effects of the crystal, just as the warded pot you once used did. Why so glum, friend? You finally obtained the cryptic crystal you sought, one overflowing with earth-aspected ether. Calm down, I jest. It is comprised of ice-aspected ether, worry not. I suppose that joke was in poor taste. considering your previous 2 attempts were for naught. Beg your pardon, Gale. I forgot to return your crystal to you. Oh, and there was a message for you from Professor Lambertain. Something about a man named Barkus. Apparently the professor misses the intellectual stimulation. Forgive me, I should have written it down. It occurs to me that I have yet to ask why you needed that crystals. You aren't planning anything nefarious, are you? It would reflect poorly on me and my research if it was used for evil ends. Well, perhaps at its best I remain ignorant. I didn't become the professor's greatest pupil by filling my head with unnecessary information. Sid, I got it! Finally! Oh, apparently I'm dropping frames. Not that I actually know what to do about that. Greetings, sir. Do you wish to proceed to your vessel? I mean, things look okay. Give it a minute. All repairs and modifications have been completed, Gale. Once you bring me that crystal, nothing will stand between us and Garuda. Oh dear gods, I hope. I'll need to run some tests to be sure, but this looks to be exactly what we need. Worry not, Gale. I'll see that your hard work doesn't go to waste. The Enterprise is already more than a common airship, but mark my words, soon it will become something greater, something extraordinary. This is me. This is what I was born to do. I will take it. Level 44. What's my current? 30! Oh, gee whiz. Okay. Lady of the Vortex. According to my test, the device is now functioning in perfect harmony with the crystal, meaning we can leave whenever you're ready. But you must understand, tests can only tell one so much. Until we approach the Howling Eye, until we attempt to breach the barrier itself, I cannot be sure that this will work. I think it only fair to tell you that there is a small but statistically significant chance that the crystal could trigger a massive, maybe perhaps better remain positive. Gale, I want to thank you for reuniting me with my ship, for trusting in me to develop this plan, for everything. You helped me to rediscover a part of myself I'd forgotten. I am not the man I once was, and I do not know if I ever shall be, but I do know one thing. This feels right. My apologies for the sudden outpouring of sentiment. I would have waited until after the mission, but, well, you understand. Lady of the Vortex, 44.
There. She's ready.
Ah, she stirs.
You got this, Sid.
To Kurthus, and an audience with the Harpy Queen Garuda. Enterprise, engage.
Oh, for a second there I'm like, no, he doesn't take off a mask and reveal. He just reveals that he's a Garlean.
I once flew in this airship, and I was not alone.
Oops.
Just how long have I worn these damn goggles?
Tells me like a pull a face off is what the kind of action was.
Ah, yes. I fancied myself a trendsetter in my younger days. The young prodigy, admired by all. Exactly like his father. Born and raised in Garleans. It was only natural that the precocious young student should become an engineer. Had his father not done the same? Father, when did we stop seeing eye to eye?
We know now.
When did Meteor become your everything, and your loved ones cease to matter? You abandoned us all, but he was there for me, Father. There for me when you were not. Though he proved no better in the end. Gaius was just another man. with an all-consuming obsession. And so I ran, left the Empire behind and came to Eorzea, where I built the ironworks. Ah yes, it was then that I first donned these goggles. Eorzea opened my eyes. It was home to so many manner of people, each with their own hopes and dreams. People worth saving, and so I fought beside them.
So Hydaelyn gave Sid his goggles?
I wanted to prove that my knowledge could serve a nobler purpose. I wanted to prove that there was another way. And it all began that day when I found my new home. I had forgotten how wonderful it was. The wind in your hair, the endless sky. That light. It was you, wasn't it? It's surprising how few people know this, but all pure-blood Garleans have a third eye. Perhaps mine helped me recognize you, or perhaps it was just a lucky guess.
Do I know it was me?
The
I don't think
Enterprise
I know
was
it was
made
me.
for this. To carry Eorzea's protectors into battle.
Was it the Warriors of Light before me? My predecessors?
I am proud to be able to call her my own.
Sid? What exactly do you remember?
Alphinaud, my boy. Sorry to have been such a burden. I remember everything. My name, my people, and my purpose. Everything. Come, it would be rude to keep Garuda waiting.
The Howling Eye. Somewhere in Kurthus we have landed, and there's no snow here. It's just the mountains. Curious. This is what Kurthus used to be like. Before the calamity. What is it, Gale? Don't tell me you're having second thoughts at a time like this. Or do you truly wish to return to Gridania? No, I'm just talking to you to see what you had to say. All our efforts, All our travails, all of it was for this. Make ready, Gale, for the end is nigh, be it hers or our own. Unlocked! Let me see if I can get some people to help me, or if I'm just gonna duty find this. And it looks like our frames have stabilized, so yay! There's probably some glitchy part back when I didn't notice. Let's see, what do we have? I'll probably eat some more food. I gotta turn in my money. And all I'm saving over that is dyes. Okay. Let's sell all this stuff up. No, that's not what I meant to do. I don't remember how to do a cross-world search. Let me open up my Discord again and I'll hop into chat with them. See where they are. Oh, is that what changes my color? My colors get a lot richer when Discord's open. Interesting. Ba-doop.
Dude.
You're live on the air.
Hey.
What you guys up to?
Roulettes.
Are you out of one at the moment?
I'm dead, but no.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how close you are to being out of one.
Probably another 5 minutes in here, then we're gonna do Shiva too.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll queue because I'll probably get like an insta-queue.
Well, yeah, you're on Warrior.
Yep.
It's like cheating.
Yep. And I can't remember how to do a search for cross-world friends because I was trying to figure out how to make Anna one of... Oh, maybe I just have to do it through the link shell. Search for Anna that way.
Crossworld, you might have to have been in a party with them.
Yeah, but how did I get you guys to be friends with me in the first place? Or did you come over here, find me, you were in a party, and then from there you just, like, added Mart and Ange?
I think that's the way it worked, because I just literally went over to your world.
Okay. Well, then some other time. But,
Sorry about that.
That's okay. Let me pull up my thing here and go hop into...
Oh god. Oh god.
Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
That was
Well, not instant. They might get out before I get in here. In which case, maybe I will head back and sell off some of this stuff while I'm waiting, rather than just standing here. Yes. Take me back to Gridania. Let me go sell some things while I wait. What gear? Let's see. 41, 40, 40, 40, 44, 40, 36, 39, 39, 29. Doesn't matter, I just want to sell stuff. Sell, sell. I can turn that in. Sell, sell, sell. Sell, sell, sell. I don't need any of this stuff. I'll keep the food. That can give me a bonus. No. This feels so weird. Just selling all the mats. Or more specifically, vendoring all the mats, not putting them up on the market board. I'll even sell the materia. There we go. Nice, clean inventory. Actually, I'll put the glamour stuff on there. And I'll go turn in those other things for GC seals. Nope. Down to a 7-minute wait. That's beast tribes. seeks a capable adventurer for most daunting assignment. 42. We're at that level. Ah, now here's a man who inspires confidence. It heartens me to see you stride into the adder's nest. Oh, is this their beast tribe? I have a task of considerable breadth and even great importance. Task called out for an incompetent adventurer. Allow me to elaborate. In recent weeks, my eye has been drawn to unusual movements among the sylphs, those charming yet troublesome beastmen with whom we share our forest home. In hopes of shedding light on their intentions, be they malicious or benign, I dispatched a young researcher to Little Solace to investigate further. The fellow goes by the name of Boyce. Mayhap you've heard of him. It would seem he is rather accomplished in his field. He set out a fortnight ago and has been sending regular reports ever since, that is, until some 3 days past. Though he was quick to assure me that his prodigious intellect and survival skills would ensure his safety, I cannot help but fear he has come to harm. Such is my request to you. Travel to Little Solace and inquire as to the well-being of our man. Seek out the sylph Almixio, who has oft acted as an intermediary between our peoples. Now go in safety and in haste. The forest holds many dangers, these days more than ever. And we pop! I wonder what that unlocks. Who dares intrude upon my sanctuary? Your insolence shall not go unpunished, landwalkers. Twelve preserved, she's huge! As I live and breathe. Did you two get away? You're gonna get tempered. You don't have the echo. Over there. Look. Amalja and Cobalt prisoners, but why would the Ixal bring them here? Wherefore come you hither, foolish mortals? Garuda, we have come to put an end to your reign of terror, says the one who's not going to fight. Hear you this blasphemy, my children? These landwalkers would bring me low. You who are bound to crawl upon the earth shall revere me, for I am the wind. Did we not take to the skies and sip your defenses? We are bound by nothing, Garuda. You think your playthings give you strength? They will not help you here, Landwalker. This is my realm, where none can challenge my supremacy. Struggle though you may, I shall slake the roots with your blood and festoon the canopy with your entrails. Ha 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 ha! Squawk! Slay the unfeathered ones we shall, as an offering to Garuda. They will serve. Leave the Ixal to us, Gale. We will keep them distracted while you deal with her. Do not fail, Gale. Remember, you fight for the Scions. For Eorzea. For my life. Ah, this worm would die by my own hand. Come then, I shall grant you that which you seek. could use some heals. Thank you. Uh-oh. Oh, those are Fantasias. I thought they were high potions. Well then! That's not the way that's supposed to go. But it did it. How in the hells? This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None! Do you truly believe you could defy a god, Landwalkers? I have before, 2 of them. My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning mortals, and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. Ha 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 ha. Of course, worship. So long as the Ixal keep praying, she will never fail. Duh! Then let's stop them. Primal Summoning 101. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, Landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Suffer, not suffer. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment, the desert vermin next. Their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine, all mine! You, Landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. You shall serve me, Landwalker, to your last breath. Oh, is that what you think? Go ahead, temper me. I dare you. No. I claimed you! You should be mine! No, I'm already tempered by Hydaelyn. Now give me your crystal, so I can figure out more about my path. Wait. What are you? What have you done to me? Heh. I'm just the warrior of light. No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. Hydaelyn's a bigger deity than you are. Hey, I got a cob while I was lying there, dead. Okay, now can we go rescue our friends? We've been running around trying to stop Garuda, but Alphinaud doesn't seem to care that Minfilia is trapped.
Tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die? We've done it. Ah! Impossible it is!
Kill you all! Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda, of all primals the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
I feel like Sid is older than Gaius, but apparently not.
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day?
He's just
Well,
helping
I
a friend.
shall accomplish far more.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Infernal Almighty Ifrit brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire! you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair.
No! No! No!
Magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
Have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius! Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can.
How about we focus
Let us
on
make for
rescuing
Vesper
our
Bay.
friends?
We shall rebuild the Scions.
Rebuild. How about rescue?
All is not yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
You're glad Minfilia's locked up. It means you can take charge. You don't like that she was Levioso's favorite. Well, that was an experience I would rather not have again. Something has been troubling Gale. Shortly before the Black Wolf took center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as your own, I could have sworn I saw... but I'm sure I was mistaken. Times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. You don't want to know that I'm actually tempered by Highland? Okay. Plead ignorance. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primals closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their gods so long as that weapon exists. Truly, a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It almost seems a shame to plot its destruction. It is past time that we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in disrepair any longer would be a dishonor to the memories of those who fell there. We've been brought to our knees, but we will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. I don't know what this is. I'm going to look up what this is first to see if it's actually something to do or if it's something to do done off stream. One moment. What does this unlock? No, that's not. I don't think that's the one I wanted to check. Okay, yeah, that does just do beast tribe stuff. So I will do that. I'll go clear those things off stream. So they don't distract us. But you know what this means? No, not that. No. Oh, we'll just do it over here. Not stands. What the heck was that? Apparently it was an advertisement on my phone. Close all. Okay. This will be our 13th trip to the Waking Sands. Alright, off we go. Hi, girl. I think we'll do about another half hour more and then call it for tonight. And then probably pick up again tomorrow night because we have a lot to do. Didn't know. Let's see, what do you have now? 47 is Aram Vale. Well, we're not quite there yet. And that's a 50. Well, maybe we'll do 15 more minutes and then I'll spend a bit of time cleaning up all that junk. Is anybody in here? Hello? Urianger? Y'shtola? Alphinaud doesn't give two craps about you guys being kidnapped. had no idea, Gale. I can only imagine how you felt when you returned that day. Yeah, this one over here, he doesn't give a shit. He's glad he gets to be in charge. Tell me, Gale, does aught here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Maybe it's just my imagination. Come, let us proceed into the solar. I'll take those. No, I did not see signs of habitation. You're imagining things. Wait! Who goes there? Now, Yda, is that any way to greet a friend? Alphinaud! Gale! Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It's been a while, Yda. Poor Yda. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when... I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. First I knew about it was when I came back and I saw... Yda. The church had taken care of the bodies, but that still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start. If Y'shtola hadn't been here to help me... Y'shtola's here too? Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Ulda to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalymo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'shtola thinks they were taken somewhere, along with Urianger. And I don't remember what happened to Thancred. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Yeah, why did anybody ask me? You know, I saw it through my echo. I talked to Neroxia. I got her message to go to Sid, but no, Alphinaud just walked right in and said, "Hi, you're Sid. You don't remember it, but you're Sid, and we have to go fight Garuda. Piss on everybody else. I don't care what Gale's been doing. I'm the hero." Because they possess something he desires, knowledge of another power that he can be brought to bear, that can be brought to bear against the primals, one that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be aware of its existence, as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his elegant weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain an understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know of the location of the Waking Stands in the first place. No matter. The Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count on you, Yda? What? Oh, yes, of course. Whatever you need. We can discuss our next move upon Y'shtola's return. Why is the kid in charge? How about me? You know, the hero. And then we don't have to listen to him prattle, because all I do is smile and nod. Sometimes I don't even smile. For now, I say we rest.
Hear, feel, think.
Bringer of light. Brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright.
I got all of them.
I am Yda, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness.
The horror.
Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Y'shtola! We could turn the lights on, you know, Yda. Gale, I see you and Alphinaud are safe, and Sid? That we five should meet each other thus defies simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louis guides us still. Or Heidelin. He would not see us undone so easily. Not now, when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Where? An imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona, Castrum Sentry. I'll talk to these people, pick up this quest, and then I think we'll wrap it up for tonight before we continue tomorrow. Gaius may have called it a weapon. Type in exclamation point sand. And then a moderator can increase the counter, or myself. So basically myself or Mard, because I gave him moderator permissions. But yeah, I don't have it on screen as an alert or notification, but I do have it in chat to keep track of my trips to the Waking Sands. Gaius may have called it a weapon of ancient Alog, but I saw extensive magitech modifications. An imperial castrum. 'Twas to be expected, I suppose. Alright, let's do this. Let's go and rescue Minfilia and the others. 44. We're getting there. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Gale. Even under normal circumstances. I don't know if I will, because that's not as much of a pain in the neck to get to the Rising Stones. And as my brother learned the hard way, we keep having to go to the Waking Sand. I'm not necessarily playing this anti-spoilers, because I'm also going, ooh, now that I know this, I just said I'm tempered by Heidelin. Technically that's a spoiler. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. Yeah, I'm kind of doing this here's MSQ for posterity, but I am playing it as a veteran going back and going, now that I know what I know, thus why I have the character model for Gale that I do. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Kurthus. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Okay, well that's another obnoxious place to get to, because you gotta go up to Camp Dragonhead and then ride down the hill and then go up the 8 million stairs. So we'll do that next time. I'll probably I'll plot myself down in Camp Dragonhead when I log out. And so that's where I will pick up tomorrow night. So here in the dark, actually, Gale, why don't you do this with the girls in the background as opposed to Alphinaud? There we go. So thanks for another episode. We finally beat Garuda, and now we move on towards the end and try to rescue our friends. I'll catch you tomorrow.